Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for joining me for my super delayed iPhone 13 Pro unboxing. I was able to get the 13 Pro Max in silver and the iPhone 13 in Starlight that first launch weekend, but wasn't able to get the 13 Pro until yesterday, and I had to take a train to a city 2 hours away so I could pick it up at an Apple store there. For some reason, the 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max are in super short supply where I live. At any rate, I finally got my hands on it in the beautiful Sierra Blue, and in this video I'm going to show you how it compares side by side with the 13 in Starlight and the 13 Pro Max in silver. Let's get started. So nice. This is such a pretty color. Setting this aside, looking in the box, not much in here. We have the USB-C to Lightning cable for high-speed charging. However, there is no wall charger included. Apple recommends that you purchase their 20-watt charger, which is fine, absolutely no issues there, but I personally prefer Anker's Nano Pro chargers. They come in a bunch of fun colors, including one that I think is going to look really great with the Sierra Blue color. This is also 20 watts, and it's just a whole lot smaller and cuter. Basically costs the same as Apple's charger. In fact, I think it's currently going for 99 cents more, but it's just a question of size and overall attractiveness. So if you need a wall charger for your new iPhone, you might want to consider the Anker Nano Pro. Other than that, really nothing else exciting in the box. We've got a SIM card removal tool in here, as well as a sticker and some regulatory info. Nothing thrilling there. So I gotta say, looking at the new iPhone 13 Pro in Sierra Blue, this is just a beautiful phone. So lovely. The stainless steel sides are absolutely gorgeous. The matte glass back, stunning. Love this color. It's absolutely fantastic. When I initially saw the renders for this phone, I thought that the camera was going to be way too big. And it's still huge, but it actually kind of works. I mean, it's just beautiful, particularly in this color. I really like the way they've done this. It's a very cohesive whole, very attractive, very premium looking phone. Looking at the screen, we've got the same super strong ceramic shield glass on here, so that's going to be excellent. It's going to be wonderful against impact, probably not quite as good against scratching, so you should probably still put a screen protector on here. We now have a ProMotion display here, which is great. This is going to give you a variable refresh rate, anywhere between 10 Hz and 120 Hz, as opposed to the 60 Hz refresh rate that we had before, and that the iPhone 13 still has. Both the Pro and the Pro Max have this new ProMotion. So this is helpful because it's going to give you smoother scrolling, it's going to give you a better looking display overall, and it's going to use less battery in certain situations. For example, if you're doing something which doesn't require much screen refreshing, such as an ebook or something like that, it's going to refresh at a much lower rate and it's going to save your battery. So overall, definitely an addition to this phone. So as far as our notch is concerned, it's still there, but it's a little bit smaller, and you can see that we have some repositioning here. Your ear speakers now at the very top. Overall, I don't find it to be too terribly obtrusive. And looking at the back of the phone, everything looks just beautiful on here. I do love this matte glass. So much better against fingerprints. You really don't notice fingerprints on here at all, as opposed to on the stainless steel sides, which, although gorgeous, are major fingerprint magnets. So we're still going to have MagSafe ability with this. That has not changed from the iPhone 12 series, and you're still going to be able to use all the same MagSafe accessories that you were using before. No issues with compatibility. So you can use your Apple MagSafe wallet. You can also use third-party wallets, of course. If you haven't used MagSafe before, it's absolutely wonderful. Love MagSafe. You can get all kinds of accessories to attach onto your phone very conveniently with the built-in magnets in the phone. There are also a bunch of cases available which have built-in magnets, and you can use your MagSafe accessories with those too. And then you can use MagSafe charging. You have to get Apple's MagSafe charger separately, unfortunately, but this is going to charge at 15 watts of charging speed as opposed to the 7.5 watts of fast wireless charging speed, so that is definitely a good thing. And again, this is going to charge directly through your naked iPhone. You can also use this with MagSafe cases. Overall, really nice product. Although, of course, this does come separately from Apple. You got to buy this separately. And it's going to work with that 20-watt charger I was showing you earlier, so that is excellent. The big thing on display here is, of course, the camera. Got a huge camera bump here. This really doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to look really deformed, but it only looks just a little bit deformed. And overall, I just love having that increased camera functionality. So we now have a macro mode in the camera. We've got a 3x optical zoom. You've got a new cinematic video mode. You've got improved night mode. You've got, of course, the same sapphire glass on the lenses. Overall, I think that photography is really improved with the iPhone 13 Pro series. Just a lovely phone. So you might be wondering how the iPhone 13 Pro is going to compare to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So looking at these guys side by side, you can see in terms of thickness, basically the same. However, as far as width, you have a wider phone with the iPhone 13 Pro Max as opposed to the 13 Pro, and obviously a much taller phone as well. The camera size is exactly the same, I think, between the two, but it looks a whole lot bigger in proportion to the rest of the phone on the iPhone 13 Pro, so this feels like it's much more camera focused than the 13 Pro Max does. Both of them are lovely, and both of them have the same feature set. There's no special feature that the 13 Pro Max has that the 13 Pro doesn't. That's different than with the iPhone 12 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 Pro. The 12 Pro Max had a better camera than the 12 Pro, but that's not the case here. We got the same cameras, same basic functionality between the two. So if you want to go for the 13 Pro Max, you're doing that because you want a bigger battery and a bigger screen. So just depends upon what you're looking for. And of course, obviously the 13 Pro Max is going to be more expensive than the 13 Pro. Both are great. And color-wise, we're looking at two lovely colors here. I love the silver. It's going to go with absolutely everything. The Sierra Blue is just, well, you know, gorgeous. Love that Sierra Blue. Such a beautiful phone. So I love both of these. It just comes down to personal preference as to which one you like. Comparing the 13 Pro with your iPhone 13 here in the Starlight color. So these two are the same exact size in terms of your height and your width, as well as your thickness. However, you obviously have a different camera arrangement here. You've got a fairly minimal camera on your iPhone 13, although the 13 camera is better than the iPhone 12 camera. Definitely have had some improvements there. You've got a glossy glass back here on your iPhone 13 as opposed to the matte glass back you have on the 13 Pro. 13 Pro looks fancier. 13 Pro is also quite a bit heavier because it's got stainless steel sides and a larger camera as opposed to the aluminum sides, which are lighter weight, and the smaller camera. So again, both of these are nice. You're going to be paying a whole lot more for your 13 Pro as opposed to your 13. Probably, if you are not into photography, the 13 Pro is not worth it. The iPhone 13 is going to slide a whole lot more easily into your pants pocket because you don't have that camera that sticks out. And it's quite sleek and lightweight. So I think that there's a lot to love about the iPhone 13 as well, but if you're really into taking pictures, or if you just always like to have the fanciest phone out there, then you might want to go for the iPhone 13 Pro or Pro Max. So thanks so much for joining me for my iPhone 13 Pro unboxing. I hope you enjoyed the content. Let me know in the comments what you think about the new Sierra Blue color, the new iPhone 13 Pro, and whether you think that the 13 Pro, or the 13 Pro Max is a better choice for you. Silver, Starlight, or Sierra Blue? Let me know what you think. So my channel focuses primarily on iPhone accessories. I'm going to have a lot of iPhone 13 series case and screen protector reviews coming up, so you might want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.